Well, 5 races conducted by the Cairns Jockey Club today, and a couple of close goes too, some really close finishes. And let's have a look at the 5 races on the card today.
Miss Salida moves up, so they're all in. Lights on, ready to go for the first. Off and racing. Reasonably good dispatch. In fact, Born to Rule and Cannon King were quickly into stride. And down on the inside, Flaming Sid is going up fast. Then Libero just in behind them. Miss Alita's dropped out toward them. Just ahead of it was Bit by Bit. And bracing as last of all. Flaming Sid took the lead. Cannon King goes up to second. And they were followed by Reverberating. Just off them Bit by Bit. Libero getting up on the inside. Born to Rule was next. Bracing is next behind them, and Miss Salita is last of all. To the home corner, Flaming Sid. Cannon King in the middle is trying to come at it, trying to get between them. Then came Bit by Bit. Back to the inside goes Libero. Flaming Sid still in front, Reverberating down the outside. Halfway down the straight here with under 150 to go. It's still Flaming Sid in front here. Cannon King's trying to pick it up now. Flaming Sid just in front. Cannon King the outside. Oh, that's close. Cannon King might have got up on the outside from Flaming Sid, but it's a photo. Third was Bracing. That's a nice run. And back behind them was Bit by Bit. Also Libero, Reverberating and Miss Salita. And Born to Rule finished the last one in. It's a very tight photo, that. I don't know whether Cannon King got there on the extreme outside. It made a dive. Flaming Sid was in front. Cannon King made a lunge and they hit the line. And it's very hard to tell. The heads are out of sync. But a good finish to the first. We'll await the result here. A tight photo. And Cannon King will get it. Number 1, Cannon King for Emily Cass. A last stride victory and a crowd pleaser. Big roar from the crowd. Cannon King by Shrapnel from Rainy Days. Alex Malif, Kelly Buckingham, Jackie Cooper, A. Lantos, T. Pine, M. Buckingham, S. Murphy, D. Clark, D. Kelleher, C. McCorkle, I. Drake and L. Boxall. Alex Malif at Mareeba and Emily Cass. Number 1, Cannon King. It's just got there in the very last stride. So Flaming Sid just getting nailed right on the line. That was a cheeky run for Lisa Donovan. And Hoffman, Sidiris Flammable, Gelding, Frank Edwards the rider, Lisa Donovan the trainer, and Bracing will get third. Number 3, and that's an eye catcher. That was last at the 600 and second last on the home corner. So that might be a black booker. Number 3, Bracing. Graham Cleese was the rider by Freeze from Ease the Tees. Janelle Ryan, J and C.A. Collins. Graham Cleese the rider. 1, 7 and 3 after the first. Number 5 is officially 4th, and that's Libero. And number 6, Reverberating, has finished 5th. So it's 1, 7, 3, 5 and 6. A short half ahead by a half a length. $9.50 the journey. The light is on and they're set to go for race 2 for the Graham Hotel. And they're off and racing. Mustang Jack out wide began well, but they want to try and ride it a bit more quietly today and cap it off as going forward. Need to Papa, Tuscan Falls and Platinum Tycoon all up in that division early. Just back behind them then would have been One for the Money. Mustang Jack ridden a bit more quietly behind them today. Getting up on the inside of it was Strictly Magic and a couple away to Robber's Roost, which is last of all. So Need to Papa took over here as they come toward the home corner, about 3/4 Platinum Tycoon up on the outside. Kapitov sticks away there on the inside, grinding away, and just in behind them Tuscan Falls needs an out, and it's been hooked to the outside as Platinum Tycoon races up to One for the Money. Platinum Tycoon went to the lead. One for the Money tries to go with it. Tuscan Falls runs on. Platinum Tycoon can't get past One for the Money at the moment, who fights back, and they were followed then by Late Strictly Magic. They hit the line out wide. Tuscan Falls might get up. Oh, Tuscan Falls! Tuscan Falls, a great finish. I reckon I might have got up here from Strictly Magic, and down on the inside, One for the Money. Platinum Tycoon might have got worried out of the placings, but it's a photo. Back behind them then, Cap It Off, Robbers Roost, Need to Papa, and Mustang Jack. Tuscan Falls right down the outside. What a finish. Showy Kaya. Well, he loomed up. He was trying to angle for a run. Then he went to the outside. He just sort of looked a little flat-footed halfway down the straight. Tuscan Falls, he's got going late. And that's a good win. Number 7 will get it. Number 7, Tuscan Falls for Showy Kaya. Right down the outside by Nakoni from Queen of the Falls, a 6-year-old gelding. Steve Massingham. W.G. Massingham, J. Piccone and P.A. Piccone, Miss T.L. Clark, L. Moultram, A. Gobbett, Mrs. A.M. Gobbett, Terry Braund, I.G. Johnston, S. Samuel, Cole Massingham, who I believe is in hospital or had a bit of an accident, so this might be good tonic for him. Get well soon, Cole. Miss F. Fry, the Far North Queensland syndicate managed by Mrs. P.M. Armstrong. Fortune 8 syndicate managed by Mrs. H.D. Moore. And Lobs syndicate managed by B.J. Finnegan. Richie's Racing managed by C.G. Richies. 7, 2 is second, which is Strictly Magic, Frank Edwards. And 4 is third. And that was One for the Money. And Platinum Tycoon has been worried out of the placings and finished 4th. It's 7, 2, 4, 5 and 1. And it's a head by a head. A head by a head. 53.51 is hand time, manual time. The barriers have been out over there at the 9.50 since the amateurs, so they never took them back in. And so we're having trouble with the connection over there. But it's 53.51 hand timed. It's a head by a head. 7, 2, 4, 5 and 1. Tuscan Falls, Showy Kaya first. Second, 2 Strictly Magic. That was a good run. It burst through the middle. 2 Strictly Ballroom Jointure. Steve Pateris and Umberto Cesaro. George Sakasiris at Dennisvale, Frank Edwards. And third, number 4, One for the Money. Hinchinbrook is amazing. A 5-year-old gelding, Tom Headley, Janine Cook, B. McDonald, J. McDonald, N.A. McDonald and R. Shoemaker. Roy Chillemid Atherton and Steve Wilson. 7, 2, 4. Number 5 is officially 4th and number 1 was 5th. A head by a head. 53.51. 7, 2, 4 on race number 2. Who moves in and the field is locked away and they're all set to go. The lights on, they're ready. Racing. Super Silent down on the inside has began reasonably well with Mingalaba. Cheers for Osbred is in a hurry there with Monsoon Twister. They're all charging up to the lead, and also Inverness Express. Then came now Mingalaba, who takes a sit behind them. Super Silent, after that good beginning, is drifting back behind them, being passed by centre half forward, and at the rear of the field last of all is Rose of Colony. They come off the back and onto the side of the track, and over the crossing at the 800 metre mark they travel, and the leader, Cheers for Osbred, got out to comfortably lead now by about 3/4 of a length. 2 Flying Dubai, who slips up on the inside of Inverness Express, and then Monsoon Twister and Mingalaba. A gap in the field then came centre half forward. The stablemate Rosa Coloni's making ground around the outside of it, and Super Silent has drifted to the rear of the field. 400 to go. Cheers for Osbred leading comfortably as they come around the bend, and they were followed by Flying Dubai, who's out in hot pursuit. On the inside, the grey getting through Monsoon Twister and Inverness Express starting to wind up down the outside. Cheers for Osbred with a kick, trying to get to it. Flying Dubai. Cheers for Osbred still in front. Flying Dubai though is next, and Monsoon Twister starting that come, but Cheers for Osbred in front. Monsoon Twister coming. Cheers for Osbred though. Cheers for Osbred. Maybe Monsoon Twister, and out wide Rose of Cologne in a photo for second and third. Back behind them then came centre half forward. Flying Dubai was next, and they were followed then by Inverness Express, Mingalaba and Super Silent. Cheers for Osbred. Little Norbignati punched it out all the way, and in fact was a strong winner. Put the riding on the wall with a good run at Ingham behind BYO at its last run, so that makes BYO's form happy. I bet you Peter will be smiling after that, but cheers for Osbred. Norbignati. Congrats, Osbred Blue for Wade Baker, raced and trained by Wade Baker at Gordonvale, ridden by Norbignati, and a 5-year-old brown mare by Congrats out of Osbred Blue. Cheers for Osbred, gets the prize. Eight, 6, 7, 5 and 2. Number 6, Rose of Cologne. Showy Kaya will get second. So 8, 6, 7, 5 and 2. It's a half a length by nose. And the time is 1:15.85. Is that correct time or hand timed? That time is correct. So that's official time, 1:15.85. It's a half a length by nose, 8, 6, 7, 5 and 2. So little Mac Norbignati has been able to let Cheers for Osbred roll. Got to the lead and had a little steadier coming to the home corner. It's about 3/4 of a length in front, but was able to kick away and has finished up holding that margin and winning by half a length on the line. Second, Rose of Cologne was trying valiantly up the straight but just couldn't quite get there. Failed by a half a length, and Monsoon Twister got up on the inside. Nari Nelson went for the inside, and that was a good move. It saved a lot of ground and has finished up in third placing. A half a length by a nose, 8, 6, 7. 5 was officially fourth. Another one for Bones Baylor, that was centre half forward. And number 2 was fifth, Flying Dubai. 8, 6, 7, 5 and 2. A half a length by a nose, 1:15.85, and that's official time. We'll have correct weight or otherwise when it comes to hand on race 3 here today. $12.50 before them, they're ready to go for air first. And they're racing. And Riley Saga down on the inside won the start clearly from Around the Moon Bond Temps. And also going forward there is Al Kapow. Vince the Prince and Shot of Courage is next in the field. They were followed by Around the Moon, and Oakfield Avenger Union Jukebox is back second last. And Flying One More is last of all. So sliding up here past the 800 metres, and it looks like it's Vince the Prince who goes to the lead now from Al Kapow. Up on the outside, Shot of Courage is third, and down on the fence running fourth is Riley Saga, getting a beautiful run. They were followed by Bond Temps, and then came Around the Moon Oakfield Avenger, and back behind them Union Jukebox, and on the inside of it is Flying One More. Coming to the home corner, he got away here. The big fellow Vince the Prince, he opened up a couple of lengths, Al Kapow is out in hot pursuit. Riley Saga, if she's got enough, is starting to come home down the outside. Vince the Prince with a kick on the outside, trying hard there is Al Kapow. And here's Oakfield Avenger starting to storm with Riley Saga and getting up, flying one more on the inside. Flying one more, got through. Oakfield Avenger out wide, got there. Oakfield Avenger's got there from either Riley Saga and flying one more. Back behind them, Al Kapow, then Shot of Courage, who finished it off okay. Bontemps, then Around the Moon, Vince the Prince, and the last one in was Union Jukebox. Oakfield Avenger, number 9, right down the outside. I fancy might have got here. Yep, number 9, Oakfield Avenger has stormed home, ridden by Frank Edwards for Greg Strickland and Innisfail, Mark Spagnolo, David Zammel, and Vin Cooper. A 8-year-old gelding by Ed Valorum from Oakfield Princess has absolutely rattled home down the outside. And Frank Edwards, number 9, Oakfield Avenger. You need that? Yeah, good. And, gee, that race changed complexion. Vince the Prince had given a little kick on the corner, shot 2 in front. And Al Kapow was the first to get into challenging. Riley Saga started to move into the event nicely. And then all of a sudden, flying one more went for the inside, and Oakfield Avenger went for the outside, and Oakfield Avenger, 9, 5, 6, 4 and 3. On the Air First Proprietary Limited, and what a close finish that was, but down the outside, Oakfield Avenger, Frank Edwards. Won it by a short neck, a half ahead between second and third, flying one more second, Riley Saga third. And that was a great old stoush to the finish. Al Kapow's finished fourth. Shot of Courage has finished fifth. And Vince the Prince, which is led into the straight by a couple of lengths, has petered right out of it and missed the first 5. They're out scratched, so they've jumped, and they've just made the announcement now that this has been out. Of course it's scratched, it's not in the event. So Hitch 'em Up out scratched at the barrier. Now let's have a look at them. Turn up the volume, went straight to the lead, and they've already gone a couple of 100 metres. Into second placing is Slade Amigos, followed by Chasing Liberty. Then came Vaunting, who goes up around the outside. Ramsden Street, How Can I Help, with the next couple. Wild Diva's back second last, and last of all is Galunga. As they come off the back, 900 to go. Turn up the volume, making every post a winner. Led by 4.5 to 5 lengths as they come into the crossing at the 800. Vaunting goes to a clear second now, and they were followed by Slade Amigos, who sits up third. Chasing Liberty was next. How Can I Help and Ramsden Street, both on forward moves. Chasing Liberty on the move forward too. They were followed by Wild Diva, and Galunga is going to try and hitch onto the back of Chasing Liberty for a cart home. Turn up the volume, coming back to them. Vaunting is about to launch around the outside, goes Ramsden Street. They were followed by Slade Amigos, who's smoking the pipe, waiting for a run, and then trying to get between them. Chasing Liberty's hooked wider out, and How Can I Help bursting through the centre of the track. Wild Diva back to the inside. Vaunting went for home. Hit the front halfway down the straight. How Can I Help running on, but it's Vaunting. Started away, Vaunting. It's race clear about 3 or 4 lengths. It's home and hosed. How Can I Help runs on into second. Ramsden Street for third, but Vaunting first. How Can I Help second. Ramsden Street third. Tight for fourth. Galunga. Slade Amigos and Turn Up the Volume all in the photo there. Back behind them, Chasing Liberty, and a Wild Diva was the last one. And Hitch 'em Up was taken out at the barrier, scratched at the barrier. Hitch 'em Up, you will get your money back. Don't tear up your ticket. It was scratched at the barrier. Hitch 'em Up. But Vaunting, number 2, too good for them. Dashed away. How Can I Help tried hard down the straight, but no match for Vaunting. 60 kilos. Stevie Wilson A 5-year-old gelding by Fastnet Rock from Highfalutin. Tom Headley, Janine Cook, BJ McDonald, J McDonald, J McDonald, N McDonald and R Shoemaker. Sam Molino at Atherton, and Stephen Wilson was the rider. .440 is the official scratching time. 440. 440? Or 414. 414. 414, the official scratching time there of Hitch 'em Up. Two, three, How Can I Help is second for Graham Cleese, and Janelle Ryan at number 8 was third, Ramsden Street. 7, Gunga Galunga got up for fourth, and fifth was Slade Amigos number 5. So official numbers 2, 3, 8, 7, 5. It's a length and a quarter by a length and a quarter. The time is 1:29.45. The late scratching taken out at the barrier at 4:14 was Hitch 'em Up. You will get your money back. There will be deductions, and there'll be probably a slight delay with weight due to the fact that we will have deductions. So numbers 2, 3, 8, 7 and 5. How Can I Help? A 7-year-old gelding is run second by Hassan from Lent. J. Lapano, G. Grimer, C. Grimer, S.A. Jones, L.G. Brownsy and G. Devereaux. Janelle Ryan at Atherton, the trainer Graham Cleese was the rider. And third was number 8, Ramsden Street from Ander Thompson by Street Sense from Cause to Dream, a 6-year-old gelding, trained by Fred Whelan for Robin Jane Kosh, Don Scheffler, Mrs. K. Hasty, B. Cooper, S.A. Cooper, Mrs. M. Moultram, L. Moultram, G. Devietti, G. Martin, D.P. Martin, Miss C. Bischoff, and A.M. Bischoff. And officially fourth, number 7, Gunga Galunga, which is rattled home from last. 2, 3, 8, 7 and 5. A length and a quarter by a length and a quarter, 1:29.45. We will have deductions. All monies wagered on number 1, Hitch 'em Up, will be fully refunded. And we'll have further betting alterations to come to hand.
So there were the 5 races conducted by the Cairns Jockey Club, and they came to the aid of Mareeba Turf Club, who had a mishap with their racetrack, and they will conduct their cup and the bracelet on Boxing Day races at Mareeba. Hopefully their track is up and running by then. So thanks to the Cairns Jockey Club for helping out today. 5 races on the program, and we'll see you back here in 2 weeks' time at Cannon Park for more great racing action.